Tony here, and this has been one of my most requested videos to date, and that is my take on the all-new Valerion Max Projector. Full disclaimer, the projector was sent to me by Valerion so that I could review it, however all thoughts and views are mine alone. That being said, this video is supported by all of you who smashed that like button, but let's get into the video. So guys, the Valerion Max is the flagship projector in the range, edging out the Pro 2 as the ultimate lifestyle projector, which can easily be used as a dedicated cinema projector. The first standout feature for me is the 4K bright display, which supports Dolby Vision and IMAX Enhance, as well as filmmaker mode natively, as well as HDR10+, which means you can get some really nice tone mapping through the Max without the need for a video processor, although I have actually tested it with my Lumen and the results were stunning. There is also native support for 24 frames and 50 frames per second, with various modes of support for 1080p at 240Hz with 8 milliseconds of latency, or 4K 60 at 15 milliseconds of latency for gaming, which I didn't test for this video. The Max can theoretically reach beyond the Rec 2020 color space, although I have not done any measurements for myself for this review, as I need to upgrade my calibration sensor. We have 3500 ISO Lumens, making it super bright, but complementing the high brightness is the physical iris, which while promised to be dynamic is currently fixed, which does allow you to adjust it manually. Combined with the EBL technology that Valerion developed, this is what I've shown on my Pro 2 reviews previously. It is some kind of serious wizardry because I've never seen a DLP projector actually achieve a low black floor like this while still keeping detail in the dark areas of the image. The native contrast rating is 5000:1 with a 50,000:1 ratio for viewing contrast. However, I was not able to verify this at the time of recording the video. I will say that the contrast with the iris and the EBL enabled with lowered laser power certainly did yield an impressive image. The lens is a 14-piece all-glass lens, which sets this apart from the Pro 2 and, dare I say it, most other lifestyle projectors, with an optical zoom feature and the ability to shift the lens vertically, which is the first of its kind in a lifestyle projector. This means you still will need to place it dead center and square to the screen, but now you can shift it up or down to get it aligned perfectly to the screen. Sadly, the biggest and most exciting feature which I was looking forward to testing was the removable lens. It is stuck overseas at the moment, but it is coming to me, and when it does, I will do another video demonstrating it. Because as you can see from the room I'm in right now, this is my brand new showroom and it has a 180-inch CinemaScope screen. And to achieve this, I would need to have the projector a fair way back. So for now, I'm placing it where it needs to be, but having it at the back in my projector box would have been possible if I had the lens. The shift on the Max allows for a plus and minus 105% offset, and having listened to the community, Valerion have developed an interchangeable lens which can extend the throw ratio from 0.9 to 1.5 to 1 to 0.9 to 2.0 to 1. As someone with a CinemaScope screen, there is also support for an anamorphic mode to allow for the ultra-wide screens like mine, which is something pretty much unheard of outside of very high-end projectors. I cannot wait to test it out when it becomes available. I'm going to dive right into what I think is the most innovative feature that I've seen in the Valerion lineup, and that is the RBE reduction. This button was something I never expected to work as well as it does. I've always had belief that RBE was created from a color wheel, and as this doesn't have a color wheel, it always surprised me that I saw it. So maybe I was seeing something else other than RBE. I can't be certain, but whatever Valerion have done behind the scenes, this button completely eliminates it. I am very susceptible to it and I can trigger it quite easily. However, with all my attempts to do so with this button enabled, I was not able to. The only drawback from this button is the increased noise. There is a slight whine when it's enabled, not easy enough to hear when you're playing a movie, but if you're in the room and there is nothing going on, you can hear it. This is a minor thing for me, as not having the RBE showing is a way bigger advantage in my opinion. At the time of recording, I have not done any of the demo footage, so I'm not quite sure what my camera will pick up, but we shall see. As a home theater enthusiast and someone also obsessed with black levels, I was very eager to see how the Max performed over the Pro 2 because increased brightness will also increase the black floor. Initially, I couldn't tell much of a difference between the two projectors. However, when I lowered the iris manually and turned the EBL to high, lowered the brightness to 7, the picture just hit another level. I will do some demos which really demonstrate how powerful this projector is, and at $5,000 US, this almost feels like it shouldn't exist. The advantage of a single chip DLP is that you will get a really nice and sharp image, and what impressed me with the Max, with this all new glass lens, it was just super sharp and detailed. With my focus on movies in my light controlled cinema room, the image was absolutely stunning and the bright scenes were bright. The color reproduction of this projector is great as well. With a triple laser, you're going to have the ability to mix the colors and get a wider color gamut, so the image itself is absolutely stunning. I will issue a word of caution that it is best to view the Max on a woven screen, as you will get the least amount of laser speckle. Although there is a screen that you can buy from Valerion which can reduce the laser speckle, it still is there to some extent, so a woven screen is your ticket to a speckle-free image. If you have ambient light, check out the video I did recently which shows the long throw ALR screen from Valerion. It works pretty well, but the caveat I mentioned here is that there is still some speckle there. So moving to the I/O, there are 3 HDMI ports, one of which has eARC support for those who have an external speaker system, but also includes a gigabit Ethernet port as well. There is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi support, so you can connect an AirPlay to the Max. It has a variety of ways to use it, including all of the built-in streaming apps. As a purist, I will say don't keystone or do any image manipulation. However, in the real world where you have to place the projector off center or further away, there are some built-in options with the Max to auto-align the image and keystone and zoom it, because yes, there is optical zoom with this projector as well as lens shift. Pricing in US dollars has the Max coming in at $4,999 and the Pro 2 at $2,999. I don't have the lens pricing just yet, but I am hoping to do another video of the Max when I get the lens in my showroom, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when that video drops. I will have links down in the description to where you can buy the Max, Pro 2 or any of the other Valerion products, so make sure you check them out down below. I want to thank Valerion for sending me the Max in for the video review. I've really enjoyed using it over the last couple of months. If you have any questions at all, please drop them down below in the comments section and I will be sure to answer them. If there is anything I've missed and you'd like to find out more, again, just drop them down below. Anyway guys, a very big thank you for watching, but that's it for this one. You'll catch me in the next one. Bye for now.